Let's talk about reports. And I get it, when you hear that word, you probably think of these super dry, boring documents. But what if I told you they're actually one of the most powerful tools out there for creating clarity out of total chaos? Okay, let's really get into this. We have all been there, right? You're staring at pages of numbers, you've got endless updates, just a flood of information coming at you from every direction. But what are you supposed to do with it all? What's the next step? It's so easy to feel completely stuck. And that's exactly where this comes in. See, the right report isn't just more information, it's a map. It's a tool that's specifically designed to cut through all that noise and point you in the right direction. So before we can really master this whole tool, we gotta get on the same page. What is a report, really? Let's break it down. Okay, at its core, a report is all about being intentional. It's not just a random data dump. It's relevant information put together in an organized way. And honestly, the two most important words on this whole slide are audience and purpose. If you don't know who it's for and what it's for, well, then your report is just more noise. So once you know your purpose, you're going to come to a fork in the road. And this first choice you make, it pretty much determines the entire direction your report is going to take. All right, here's the crucial difference. Informational reports just give you the what. They lay out the objective facts. Think of, an expense report or a weekly sales summary. But analytical reports, they go a giant step further. They take the what and they add the so what and the now what. They actually give you recommendations to help you make a decision. And this distinction, it can have incredibly high stakes. I mean, a medical report is the perfect example of a purely informational report. Its job is to present the facts, just the facts, about a patient's health with absolute crystal clarity. There is zero room for confusion, because misunderstanding it can have the most serious consequences imaginable. With that foundation in place, let's open up the first part of our toolkit. We're talking about the reports that keep the day-to-day operations humming along smoothly. First up, we've got operational reports. Think of these as your eyes and ears on the ground right now. This isn't about what's happening next year or what happened last quarter. It's about what's going on this very moment. These reports are the real workhorses, especially in industries like manufacturing or retail. They're what helps you spot a production issue before it becomes a total crisis, keep track of your inventory in real time, and manage costs as they happen. It's all about efficiency. Next, in our day-to-day toolbox, we have product reports. And let me tell you, if your organization makes or sells literally anything, this report is your best friend. What's so great about this one is how much it covers. It's not just looking at what sold yesterday. It helps you see which products are your superstars and which ones are kind of struggling. It connects your sales data to what you have in stock, and it can even guide the research for what you should build next. And finally, for day-to-day management, there's the department report. This one is all about getting a specific team aligned and communicating effectively. Yeah, think of this as the playbook for a single team, whether that's sales, finance, or logistics. It's how you make sure managers and their teams are on the same page, tracking their progress towards shared goals, and fine-tuning their own little part of the bigger machine. Okay, so we've covered the day-to-day. Now let's zoom out. Let's look at the big picture. We're shifting gears from reports that tell us how we're doing to reports that help us decide where we're going. To know where you're going, you first have to understand the world around you. And that is the whole job of research and industry reports. These things are your window to everything happening outside the walls of your own organization. These are absolutely essential for staying competitive. They let you gather insights on your entire industry, figure out what your audience really wants, and basically get the intelligence you need to innovate instead of just reacting to what everyone else is doing. And this brings us to what might just be the most universal report of them all, the strategic report. This is the one that connects all the dots to help you hit your most important, high-level goals. And this just brilliantly shows you the payoff. A good strategic report doesn't just sit on a shelf and collect dust. No way. It actually boosts motivation because everyone is clear on the goals. It helps you tweak your plans to get a better return. It gets different departments talking to each other. And by creating all that clarity, it makes room for some real game-changing innovation. So after looking at this entire toolkit, it becomes pretty obvious, doesn't it? Choosing the right report isn't some tiny detail. It's absolutely fundamental to getting things done. So let's put it all together real quick. Remember that first big choice. Are you just presenting the facts with an informational report, or are you trying to drive a decision with an analytical one? Then you've got your day-to-day tools, your operational, product, and department reports to manage what's happening now. And finally, you have your big picture tools, the research and strategic reports to plan for what's next. Every single one has a very specific job to do. Look, the goal isn't to create more reports. It's to create the right ones. It's about using the right tool for the job. So the question I want to leave you with is this. When you look at the challenges and the goals right in front of you, which tool from this box do you need to pick up first?